Now I'm good, but I'm getting better. Like wine, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be up in my face, don't be all in my space. Ooh. You know they say that everything ain't what it look like.
Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini reaction video, little chit chat video real quick. So it is Labor Day Sunday, guys, and we're having a little get together. Hope everyone's enjoying their their downtime, their holiday. For me, I'm still on vacation with my family and we're having a good time. It's just a peaceful Sunday. And so yeah, we're just kind of chilling a little bit. So before we go ahead and get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for doing so. We do appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Yeah, so like I said, we're just kind of relaxing and I'm just going through YouTube, just kind of catching up, seeing what's going on, all of that. And I think it's the tea room. I was just watching her reaction video and she was posting, of course, the couple of the moment, Danni and Corey. So I knew this was going to be like really interesting because I've been listening to this for like the longest. We went for Maddie, now we're with Danni, and I haven't really been reacting just because I felt like the previous stuff was just it was just given like, I'm not gonna let you play with my intelligence. We kind of knew that was kind of all for publicity on his part. Unfortunately, she got caught up like most women do when you deal with a narcissist. So we kind of saw that train wreck coming. I think that she should be very thankful that she's not gonna be permanently involved in this particular train wreck. So I'm gonna leave that at that. I didn't really want to react to anything on regarding to that. I just felt like it was just Corey playing with us like he always does, and I didn't feel like getting into that, so I'm gonna leave that there. Moving on to Miss Danni. Okay, this caught my interest. And maybe not for the same reasons as everyone else. So I'm going to just go ahead and give it to you from my perspective, like I always do. So as you guys know, for those of you who keep up with me on my channels, I've talked about this stuff over the years. My 10-year involvement with a clinical narcissist. Okay, like checked every single box you can come up with. So when I say like you can see this stuff coming a mile away after you've been through this particular personality and individual, you can just see it. No crystal ball needed. The signs just come blaring out at you, right? And I think we can all agree that Corey has some narcissistic tendencies. And every relationship that he goes through and every emotional trauma that he endures, he will become worse and worse. Okay. He's given me that kind of offsetish vibe on YouTube, like just woman to woman to woman, just not dealing with the emotional stuff that needs to be dealt with in a healthy way, where most people would take a step back and heal and take some time to themselves, reflect, put their energy into fatherhood, pursue their careers in a positive, productive way. When you're dealing with somebody who's a narcissist, they just constantly need that chaos that fuels the personality. It keeps the drama going. And in his case, it keeps the money coming. So he has learned to almost become a functional narcissist, right? He can whip it out when he needs to and put it away when he wants to be quiet. But lately, it's been where his bag's at. The chaos follows him. The T pages follow the chaos. We all make a bag and everybody's having a great old time, right? So far. Nobody's really gotten hurt so far. I mean, we're not talking about Carmen. We're talking about the after Carmen. This is the after Carmen. This is a narcissist off the wheels. Like, the wheels are about to just come flying off. Okay, he is literally just a train speeding with no brakes. So we're off the Maddie. You know, she became too emotionally dependent. She kind of showed her hands too quickly. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, they don't interpret your vulnerability the same way you do. Like, you might think, yeah, I'm showing you that I'm real, and I'm showing you that I'm here for you. And they don't respect that. They look at that as an actual weakness. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand dealing with a narcissist, they are not going to view you as how you view yourself. So once you become vulnerable, once you even mention the I love you word, once you even do any of that stuff, you're going to get cut loose. That's how it works. And I'm just speaking from experience. If anyone else has been with a narcissist, then you know. I was able to survive my interaction because I didn't care, if that makes sense. I didn't know that then, but I know it now. That actually made you more attractive to the person. The more you didn't care, the more you were emotionally detached, is the more you became a challenge to the personality, right? And they're determined to conquer you at any means necessary, like to break you down. You understand what I'm saying? So dealing with this type of personality, you have to have like really strong you have to be mentally strong, because you have to be able to be mentally stronger than them, right? To be able to resist that BS. So anyway, I digress. So in the Danni situation, Corey has literally met his match mentally. You understand what I'm saying? Because for once, as a narcissist, he has showed his hand way too early. Clearly, you need this girl. Like, you have a pattern now, right? Jumping from one hot mess to the next, and, you know, blowing up and going viral and doing the whole shebang and getting your bag. So now we expect everything to implode, and, you know, a narcissist will do one thing, and they will always self-sabotage. So a lot of people might look at the situations he's been in and been like, if he had only just been cool, if he had only just, you know, showed us that he changed, if he had only just done what the storyline wants him to do, be the good guy, calm down, settle down, apologize, turn your life around, be a good father, all of that, eventually, because it always happens on this platform. This is under this belly of it all. Everybody wants to be happy on this platform. Everybody wants to see the people they watch be happy to a certain extent when we're following a particular storyline. Okay? Everybody likes the happy ending, right? So eventually they would have accepted Maddie if she had just piped down too and just played her role and just been very, what's the word you guys are using? You guys know the word. If she had just kept it cool, right? If she had just played her part, eventually they would have come to accept her, right? But no, you're dealing with a narcissist, so they're always going to self-sabotage and self-destruct. So we saw where that went, right? Real quick. Now with the Danni situation, we're following a particular pattern. The live I was just watching, you know, where she's calling the IRS guy and all of this other stuff, and he's talking about don't be worried until you get a letter. You're not gonna get a letter, just until you get a letter, don't worry. You know, I guess in that line of work, it's coming sooner or later. Too many people can't say the same thing without the tax people being like, okay, like there's too many complaints, we need to audit somebody. It always happens. This is in the line of work, so that's just what it is. But too much exposure. I knew this was gonna happen because, you know, when she went on Instagram and went off and started talking about what she had and how she got it and what she do and this and that, I just knew. As soon as she started talking about government this and I'm paid by the government and government contracts and I'm not paid through the media. And you know how that goes, guys. They always end up getting paid by the media because they always see the check. I mean, the money is like, who can vouch for that? Anybody who's making a bag on YouTube know when they see them zeros, they just like, well, god damn. This is how much you get paid. I mean, come on, it happens. It's human. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. You know, but when you come out so vicious and started crapping on the media, I knew it was gonna get bad. Because one thing these people will do is they will start exposing stuff. Right? They'll start talking. And too many people saying the same thing never bodes well. You ever hear that saying, where there's smoke, there's fire? You don't play with that stuff. You don't play with the government. You don't play with taxes. You don't do none of that. The minute you start hearing too many chirpings, it never bodes well. So that's one situation I was peeping on the live with the whole, she should have never called a tax man, in my opinion. She should have just never did that. Because I'm the type of person, when I listen to stuff, I really listen like with a mature ear. I'm not no little kitty. So I don't care about all that background noise. I'm listening to the man's hesitation. You caught me off guard. Why are you exposing me? Why you putting me on this? Why am I getting involved? And then he starts with his whole professional, because he has to protect himself. You understand? That's why she didn't put his name in the thing. But I mean, his voice, other clients, people. This is the internet, right? People are like, wait a minute, don't that sound like, what's going on? What? Okay, so he starts trying to, you know, and you guys can go watch the tea room, their whole thing with her and Corey on live, and her calling the tax guy, I guess, to prove people wrong. But all he did was just really come off really like, I don't want to be involved in this. That never bodes well either. So it's kind of like, this is just like, we're gonna just talk about what this is real quick, in my opinion. Okay, if it's one thing I know, is that karma is real. You understand? Like, if you're a spiritual person, and I'm very spiritual, people who know me know I don't play with the prayers and all of that, right? And I have experienced way too much in life for anybody to ever question me on certain things. Like, I just don't play with certain things. And this is what I know. You can only do so much for so long. Karma is very much real. And you only get away with certain amount of things for so long. Right? And karma comes in many different ways. Sometimes people are looking for like an action or something to happen to somebody, or like something like that. No. When you're dealing with narcissistic people, a lot of the times, and I've seen it with myself, with others, the karma comes in the form of a person. For a lot of narcissistic men, their karma comes in the form of a woman who is even worse than they could ever imagine. Not as in a bad person, but in terms of the karma that she's about to bring to match that energy. It's like they can't believe like it's happening to them when it's happening. Like, you get caught up in a whole lot of right here, right? So you have someone who has all of these scamming allegations as it pertains to taxes. This is not about hair companies selling you like hair from AliExpress. This is not about like fake Shein replica glasses being sold, like with some of these fake online sales places being sold as like in-house. You guys know what I'm saying, right? I've encountered a lot of that stuff as it pertains to fashion. Fake bags, fake glasses, fake this, fake that. But you see, when it comes to taxes, that's a whole other ball game. Like, you're talking prison, right? So that's like nothing to play with. As a person doing business, as you guys know, for those of you who don't know, you know, I do entrepreneurial work. So I know what it means to have your name attached to something that's attached to the government, right? So you don't play when it comes to filing taxes, paying your taxes, all of that stuff. None of that. You don't play with none of that, because that could end badly for you, right? So you want to always make sure you dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and stay as straight and narrow as you can, right? So once you start hearing stuff like this never goes well. So, and now, you know, he went and pissed off the girl who's been exposing everybody, and now she's on his behind, right? In the live that I was watching, again, this is all alleged. In the live that I was watching, you guys can go watch it for yourself. The tea room. He's talking about, you know, how much she's a hater and her kids and she this and that and blah blah blah. And she's responding with, you should have just sat this one out, you know, because I know you've been scamming too. And so now we're going to have all that expose. Because remember, when Carmen went live, she kind of gave us a little bit of it with the whole car giveaway thing. And after a while, even I think everybody after a while kind of figured that out, kind of, or had their own suspicions. And I think the whole thing with Chris Sales and the car and all these car giveaways started to get really like, so people started looking at it all kind of sideways anyway, so I wasn't really too shocked about it. But the fact that it was really, really happening in real life is crazy, allegedly, right? When Carmen insinuated about some car and some guy and some this and that. So it's all kind of all piling up. Understand what I'm saying? Again, I go back to that old time saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. And even if there's smoke, in some cases, smoke is enough to get people to take a second look at everything, right? Social media has, people don't understand this stuff. And for people who have gone through real life experiences with how social media can impact you in real life, they understand what I'm saying. I'm not up here just talking for talking's sake. I'm literally telling you this happens in real life. Social media has the power in this day and age to impact your whole life in real life. Every single person is on social media. Everybody knows this. The police is on social media. The FBI is on social media. Your mother-in-law is on social media. Your boss, the person you're going to the interview with, everybody is on social media. People have lost their livelihoods as it pertains to a post on their personal Twitter. How you figure you want to be a public figure who live your life on social media and nobody don't see you? It's not that hard these days to find you, like you guys are out there, because part of your life and part of your job is to be out there. So you can't exactly be famous and be like, I don't want Instagram, I don't want this, I don't want that. You have to have some type of page somewhere. Everybody has a LinkedIn page. Everybody has a what's all those resume pages. Everybody has Facebook from whatever, whenever they were in college or whatever the case may be. People are, when people want to find you, they find you. Especially when it's for legal purposes. Like, nobody's saying no to nobody. So this idea that, you know, you can just say whatever, do whatever, and it won't have no impact, is just non-realistic. Not anymore. Maybe back in the day, because nobody really knew about certain things. But now everybody and their grandmother has a social media account. Like, everybody's on social media. So it's impossible for you to really believe that you could just live your life in this little fishbowl called YouTube. Like, it's so much bigger than that now, right? So people have to be mindful of how they behave in real life, right? There should never be, I mean, you're always gonna have people who are disgruntled with your service. Let's just be real, because I'm not a hypocrite. Like I said, I wear an entrepreneurial hat as well, so I understand. People will always be, you can't please everybody, and sometimes people hear what they want to hear, they read what they want to read, they ignore what they want to ignore. Sometimes people are bitter, sometimes people, there are a lot of reasons why people can be disgruntled. However, what I will say is, too many people saying the same thing is never good for any business, right? Because whether it's true or not, what it does is it makes people go, right? And what it also does is it allows other people to follow their kind of feelings. It's like, okay, well, I already felt this way, now I'm hearing this. Because I know it happens to me when it comes to simply reviews on Amazon. Let's just break it down real basic, right? When I'm going to buy something on Amazon, I run through the reviews. Let me find out there is more than, for me, I'm not even gonna lie, even one review talking about didn't get the item, paid for it, or item came in, it's broken, has me clicking off so fast. But for some people, they need to compile some stuff. So let them see 1, 2, 3 of people saying the same stuff. Your sale is over with, right? That's what I'm saying. You can't please everybody, but there are people who will go, So you have to always be mindful of these things. Now, as it pertains to Corey and the karma, you guys already know where this is going, so I'm not going to go on and on and on about it, because I'm not sitting here wishing anything bad on anyone. I'm just simply stating facts. This is just the rule of the universe. This is just how it goes. You guys already know this stuff is pretty basic, right? Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. What goes around comes around. Like, you guys already know how this is, karma and this and that. Now all of it boils down to the same thing, right? You can only do so much for so long. And when people have done so much, when you hear certain things happening, you're just like, well, what'd you expect? Like, you know what I mean? You can only do certain amount of damage for so long before you gotta get your brakes pumped, right? So that's why you should always be mindful of how you live. You understand what I'm saying? Because, like, the world is a tricky place, right? Karma don't always come in the form of like something happening or financial, this, that, the third. Sometimes it comes in the form of like another person and all their energy, right? Because they have also done way too much, and now it's just one big fat cabal of karma about to implode. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, just everyone, this is kind of like for everyone, you know what I mean? Just kind of be mindful of how you live and the type of energy that surrounds you and the type of energy you put out into the universe, because that stuff is like, that's some serious stuff. I try my best to, you know, walk the good walk, and I try to do as least amount of damage as possible. I'm not perfect, but I'm mindful, right, of being on the receiving end of karma and all that stuff, because I've received karma for things I've done, and I know that to be real, right? And I had to really just be like, okay, like, I did do this, so, you know, this was bound to happen, so I can't be like upset. And that's just how I look at certain things. And, you know, so that's why I'm saying, just be mindful of what you do, you know. Anyway, that's kind of my little whole reaction to that little live I was watching, and I've been seeing just so much stuff, but I just refuse to really just make a reaction video every day, because you literally will be making these every day if you follow this particular journey, right? Because this is what it is. It's like watching just straight into a wall, right? So, you know, I just enjoy watching the other reaction channels. I'm not a reaction channel. I just like to, give my 2 cents where I feel like I have some type of experience and I know what I'm talking about. I don't just want to just, be reacting to stuff because I'm a reaction channel, because I'm not, right? So, but I do enjoy watching all of my reaction channels, Royalties World, Tea Time, So For Real Tea, Toot Reacts, all of it. Like, I like it because I like to see that other people see what I'm seeing and that I'm not just, rambling at the mouth. And so it's nice to watch that particular content and to just be like, see, I knew it. And, I knew I wasn't the only one. Like, so, yeah, so I really do appreciate all of these channels. And you guys definitely check out their content. For this particular reaction video, I did see it on, I just said her teacher. Is it T? I'll put it in the description, you guys. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this little mini reaction video, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And yeah, we'll catch up with you guys in another video. Stay up and stay blessed. Deuces.